At 6:17 a.m. on a cold Tuesday morning, Nurse Emily Carter finished her shift at Brookfield Medical Center and walked to her car like she had done hundreds of times before. But she never made it home. Hours later, her car was found abandoned on a quiet road just outside town, with the door still open. And what investigators discovered next would expose a secret no one in the community saw coming. In this video, we'll uncover the chilling disappearance of Emily Carter, a beloved nurse whose sudden vanishing shocked her small town. From the moment she left the hospital parking lot, to the shocking truth hidden in her personal life. This is the case of the nurse who disappeared after her night shift. Brookfield was the kind of town where nothing bad ever seemed to happen. With just over 9,000 residents, it was quiet, peaceful, and deeply connected. People knew their neighbors. Doors were rarely locked. Emily Carter fit perfectly into that community. At 32 years old, she was known as one of the most caring nurses at Brookfield Medical Center. Patients loved her calm personality, and co-workers often described her as dependable and kind. Emily lived alone in a small house about 10 minutes from the hospital. Her routine rarely changed. Work the night shift, drive home in the morning, sleep through the afternoon. But on the morning of October 14th, something broke that routine forever. That morning, security cameras captured Emily leaving the hospital at exactly 6:17 a.m. She waved goodbye to a co-worker and got into her car. It should have taken her just 10 minutes to reach home, but she never arrived. By early afternoon, her sister tried calling her. The call went straight to voicemail. Then another call. Still nothing. Concern quickly turned into fear. Around 3 p.m., a passing driver noticed something strange along County Road 14, a quiet stretch of road surrounded by dense forest. A white sedan sat on the shoulder with the driver's door slightly open. Inside the car was Emily's purse. But Emily herself was gone. Police quickly arrived at the scene. At first glance, there were no signs of a violent struggle. Her phone was missing. The keys were still in the ignition. Detectives initially believed it might have been a random attack. But as they began examining Emily's personal life, investigators discovered something unexpected. Her phone records revealed dozens of late-night calls with a number saved under a single letter, D. Detectives traced the number to a man named Daniel Harper, a married contractor who lived just a few miles away. When detectives questioned Daniel, he admitted that he knew Emily. But what he revealed shocked investigators. The two had been secretly seeing each other for months. The relationship had been hidden from nearly everyone. Even more troubling, recent text messages suggested tension between them. One message from Emily read, "We can't keep doing this. Something has to change." Daniel insisted he had nothing to do with her disappearance. But investigators couldn't ignore the timing. Emily vanished just hours after sending that message. Was Daniel hiding something? Or was someone else watching their secret unfold? Days turned into weeks, and the town of Brookfield grew more anxious. Volunteers searched nearby forests. Drones scanned the countryside. But there was still no sign of Emily. Then, nearly 3 weeks after her disappearance, a hunter walking through the woods made a disturbing discovery. A silver necklace partially buried in the dirt. Emily's sister later confirmed it belonged to her. Search teams returned to the area immediately. And what they uncovered next would change the investigation completely. Hidden beneath a shallow patch of disturbed soil was Emily Carter. The beloved nurse who had cared for so many people had been murdered. But the evidence suggested something even more disturbing. This wasn't a random attack. Whoever killed Emily likely knew her. And detectives began looking much closer at the people in her life. As investigators continued their work, new evidence eventually pointed toward someone few people suspected. Daniel's wife, Laura Harper. Detectives discovered she had secretly been tracking her husband's phone. On the morning Emily disappeared, Laura had followed him. According to investigators, Laura confronted Emily near County Road 14 after Daniel left. The confrontation quickly turned violent. What began as anger over betrayal ended in tragedy. Laura was later arrested and charged with Emily Carter's murder. For the small town of Brookfield, the case left a lasting scar. Because the truth behind Emily's disappearance wasn't a random act of violence. It was a secret, hidden in plain sight.